So in the US today, it's No King's Day protest. And I thought as a Canadian, I should give you my 9 cents. We didn't think I was only giving you my 2 cents, do you? I have a very big mouth, a lot more money. All right. Here it goes. I am going to describe what this protest is focused on, and then I'm going to give you guys just a little bit more that you have to do. Just a little bit more. Don't stop now. Okay. No kings. Let me be very, very clear. The primary building block of a democratic society isn't just voting. Anybody can pretend to vote. Anybody can create an election. That's not the fundamental crux of a democracy. The bottom line of a democracy has to be a constitution and the rule of law. It has to be a power limitation on those in power. And the only way you limit those in power is to have rule of law so that the law applies to everybody equally when they break it. And they have to follow the Constitution. And the bottom line of the Constitution has to be the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has to be the group of individuals that say to the president, the prime minister, the leader of any country, enough is enough. And if you don't have a constitution that you follow, if you don't have rule of law, if you do not have a Supreme Court that can look the leader dead in their eye and say enough is enough, you don't have a democracy. So when we are talking about No King's Day, nobody's getting crowned and wearing flowery, capes or anything like that. Although I'm sure he'd really like a crown and a cape, but that's not the point. The point is, how can they seditiously maneuver their way in? How can they co-opt organizations and power structures that already exist under the pretense that they're protecting you, that they're saving you, that they're going to stand in the way of gunfire for you? That's what we're trying to stop. Do you understand that? So the more that the military is utilized, even in grand gestures of parades and firing rockets over the I-5 in California, that is an expression of power. And that expression of power, you need to meet head on. As the public of the United States of America, and you're doing an incredible job. You just have to go more. Now I'm going to suggest something. Okay, I'm gonna suggest how we need to go a little bit further because we've kind of been thrown off the tracks here. One thing that we need to acknowledge in this day of capitalist age is that we are no longer crowning people with ultimate power based on who they were born to. But you guys have gotten a little too good at crowning those with billions of dollars. You have allowed capitalism to become this post-capitalist society in which people